bombs that would explode and create fires, in the mountains. And they were just desperate. They sent them over by air currents. And so we were chasing those too. Then we had to identify a lot of civilian planes come in, all the C-54s and the big planes that didn't have their IFF on. We'd have to identify them. They were going into Frisco, coming over from overseas.
Yeah.
They didn't know, but we'd fly up on them, intercept them, and tell them it's friendly. We knew.
Now, was the United Nations chartered in San Francisco? Is that what they were doing there?
The original meeting, and they started from there on. It was effective. Gromyko, Stettinius, all the famous bigwigs of different nations were there. Truman went there to meet with him, and I was never very happy with Truman. And we had a chance, we could have drove up in the daytime to see Truman go there. I didn't want to go. Mom, by that time, Mom come up there to see it. And, we got a room someplace there, I can't remember where. And we looked at each other, and I wouldn't go across the street to see Truman to join the crowd. But he was a good guy, but
We just went into a store yesterday that he had been in, here in Sorrento. They had pictures of him there in the store. Well, Grandma convinced you to get out and pursue a whole new career shortly after that.
Then it was back to Prescott.
Back to Prescott. And it was a long while. It was several years before you ever flew an airplane again.
Yeah.
But you got back into it several years later. What drew you back into it?
Well, one thing, I couldn't afford it, and I didn't want to get near a plane because I knew what would happen. And one time, a guy out there had a single engine plane. He took me for a ride, and he owned the plane. He landed it out there at West Branch, and he knew I was a pilot. So he was in the Navy. He says, "Come on over, I got a plane." So he had a 120, not a tricycle, not a 120, but a 170. It was an older model. And I went for a ride, and then right after that, I heard they had a flying club in Standish, and we joined that, and then we got back into it.
And that sparked.
That started Mark in the flight.
Started Mark, and that started.
He flew in an airplane, a little cover, super cover, or something like that. Ronnie Champ, you could see the ground under his feet. They had holes in the bottom.
Started a whole new tradition in this family.
In the family, yeah.
You got Dad and myself flying for the airlines. Brian just got a job at an airline.
Isn't that wonderful?
2 days ago.
Just
And
wonderful.
Eric's got his private, and Darcy's working on her flying license. So pretty neat tradition.
Praise the Lord. We're hoping the best for all of them. I'm pretty proud of them.
That's mostly all the questions I have, Grandpa. If you want to close with any parting thoughts of your own or anything.
Yeah, I want to close because I'm getting a dirty look from my wife.
Yeah.
She knows me when I get started. This gets better all the time, you know. If you come back tomorrow, I'll have a better story.
We'll do it just for.
No, I'm proud that you're interested.
Good. Well, I thank you for sharing all that with us, and I'm glad we got it on tape for posterity and other family can. You tell a story here, tell a story there, and people miss it, and a lot of times they're really neat to hear and to know how you were involved and to know how at times you sort of skimmed by and kept the family alive. How close it was, but
well, we didn't do too much, but we tried to do our share. We're thankful we came through it. We're very proud of our family heritage. So.
Oh, again,
And we're
thank you.
very, very proud of your wife to be.
That one little extra plug in there.
Okay. Last interview here from the villa. It is 5:50 a.m. Friday, October the 11th. My clock hasn't changed yet on the screen because it's only 10:50 p.m. U.S. time, Nashville time. We spent our last night here, ate up all our leftovers and goodies and bread, sandwiches and salami and cheese, and enjoyed our last night on the veranda with the sea breeze, and it was gorgeous. Tried to make as much use of this as we could. Anna came and checked us out last night early, and we went to bed kind of early because it's 5:50 in the morning. But it's been a great week here. The scenery was unbelievable. The food was incredible. I wish I could have gotten more of a taste of local life, but I got a little bit of that in Sorrento, and yesterday we spent some time in Mas Lubrese, and I also went in the Mediterranean Sea yesterday in one of the nastiest, most dangerous places I could ever step my body into the sea, but I have been swimming in the Mediterranean Sea, and I cut my foot to prove it. And so we are about to hit the road, and today we go to Rome. I'm pumped. We're gonna see. Dad's gonna take us on a whirlwind tour. The Colosseum and St. Peter's Basilica and a bunch of other good stuff. And really, this is what I've been looking forward to the whole trip. So I'm gonna scroll around. I don't know if the camera will pick anything up, and then we're gonna pack up and get out of here. So goodbye to the villa, and maybe next shot, and well, I'll probably tape something on the road as I usually do, but could be in Rome. All right. One last look at the Isle of di Capri. See if I can focus in on that. There we go. Another boat just setting off. Had an amazing electrical storm last night that lit up the entire sky. But that's Capri. Let's see if I can get some of the city lights of Napoli over here. Over there, Sorrento, Napoli. And here's our little hill, and I'm on the roof of the villa, and what little light we have, you can see that it's packing time. Morning, Grandpa.
Morning. How are you this morning? Can you see anything on it?
I can just pick you out.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Well, maybe I'll get a shot.
Last view of Isle of Capri, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Maybe I'll get a shot of the sunrise coming up. But we will see each other in Rome. Peace out. Shot of what we think is the Atmospheric Casino.
Signs to continue to say it is 6 kilometers.
I think it's it, but let's see what we get a shot of. turn down the highway. That's it. So we go.
The sheer cliffs, the GIs are trying to climb those sheer cliffs to get up.
Where are you based at, Grandpa?
Right in here somewhere.
Right over here.
Back there.
That hill was bombed to smithereens.
We're going up to
That was on.
What'd she do?
I showed some teeth. I didn't bare my teeth.
We are in a taxi
Did you get it?
on our way to see hotel. Grandma and Grandpa staying there. Take a little lunch, and pretty soon we get some amazing things on the steak. That is. Yeah, I gotta take this in for just a second. Alright, we'll be down there shortly. Yeah, that's the Coliseum. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. This right here is Museo. Absolutely amazing. It's fucking Veranda. The chariots up top.
Alright. Walking fast.
Alright, this is gonna be incredible.
there's a monument.
Okay, see all the people standing right here? This is
That's
why.
a picture. This is erected in World War I.
Ready?
Let's go.
Hey, will you get a digital a picture of me here?
I'll let you. Yeah.
Wow. We're on a whirlwind tour, so I can't take many.
These statues were designed by this whole Capitol Square. This whole Capitol
Designed by what?
was redesigned by Michelangelo. And there's a
It's the backside of our museo. Yeah, this is Rome.
This is a mock-up of the original brass statue of Augustus Caesar that's inside the museum because it was starting to deteriorate, so they made another copy of it. The brass, as you can see, all these statues here are marble, and brass is extraordinarily rare back in those days.
And these statues have fallen and were buried, weren't they torn
Yeah,
down?
they reconstructed.
And you can see that they're all pieced back together
Yeah.
as much as possible.
But we're gonna go in. We're gonna go in this museum on the sculpture side. I think we're gonna pass on the frescoes because I'm gonna show you some of the churches due to time. But we're gonna go in the collection of sculptors because it's some of the best collection of
Let's do it.
ancient busts of all Rome.
Is it what?
There's a theme at this age in statues. One of them is, Dad told me these two gods, they were raised by a she-wolf. Now these two guys are feeding on a lamb or something like that, but they're raised by a she-wolf, and you'll see them inside Octavius and something, is that right? Octavius and
Obvious.
yeah, they're Roman gods, and they were, and you'll see it in the sculpture thing. You'll see that theme over and over again. That they'll be suckling on a wolf. These two gods. Oh yeah, Romulus slaves. That was part of that statue here. Come with me, and then we're gonna come back to you. Okay. Barb's got the book. Should be here in a minute. Let's go down just a little bit. This is the farm.
I really wish we had that camera.
You want your digital? Oh. What camera?
This is the ancient Roman Forum. Barb comes back, she'll get a book with us. There. Just turn and we can get face with the columns in the back. Camera down.
I've got tickets.
This is where Barb.
Turn around, get in with them. Let me get all four.
Look at this. Unbelievable.
Let them look at it a little bit.
Hey, that's cool that we can put the camera in.
That's fine, that's fine.
Can you take a picture of this one too, please?
Oh, these temples here.
Let me orient you just a little second here, Barry.
Tell me.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Take two just in case the first one doesn't. Okay.
For this background, way in the background, that's
And I
the
don't think I need
Colosseum.
flash, do I?
Yeah.
Okay? Colosseum in the background. Off to
There'll
the.
be a trash thing over here at the other end.
Okay. Go ahead, get a picture.
Keep going.
Off to the left is, which we cannot see, those three arches over there. There's three huge arches.
Yeah, yeah.
Off to the left, there's a basilica that was used for court of law for one of the Caesars. This front forum here was a forum of Julius Caesar, and he was laid out to rest right here, I
Why
believe.
don't we do the left a little bit so I can get, just don't fall off that way.
I'm just trying to close that. Do you mind if I stick this camera in here? Right?
These pillars in front here, Dad?
Keep talking, Dad.
And there's two arches in here. One arch here is by one. I think it's Augustus, and this is arch at the other end is by Kunz.
I don't see the other. I don't see the other arch.
Don't mind.
Well, you have
Yeah,
to
let's
take a
do two.
second. Let me get something else in your background.
What about these columns right
Different
here?
angle.
I think this is the form of
The
Julius
Colosseum,
Caesar.
I can see the Colosseum right between these.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I won't mind that one.
I'll take a few moments
Here,
and
I'll
look
take
around.
these.
Let me show you something that's pretty interesting. Over here is way behind the three columns.
Yep.
Okay. Eric,
Yeah.
I want to show you something that's kind of interesting. Over here behind the three columns, there's three tall columns that are standing with Corinthian. They have the Corinthian top to them.
Yeah.
Behind that is an area where there were 30 virgins kept inside this area all the time to keep the eternal flame for the Caesars lit. If the flame went out, they killed the attendants.
Okay.
This, if you go to the left, it's actually
Were they there prior to Christ?
Yes.
So
this
that's what he was talking about.
What did he say?
In the parable of the keeping the light lit, the virgins keeping the light lit.
I didn't know that, but that would be very similar to this. This is a temple that was actually to Caesar
What are you
and his
pointing
wife.
at?
I'm pointing to the one with about 8 columns in front. It's been turned into a church. You can see the church that's been built inside the old temple.
Yeah.
And it's a temple to a Caesar and his wife. And let me show you. Let me show you this. This is the picture of this form is exactly where we're standing, which is kind of nice, and it kind of shows you a before and after.
That building over there looks like it's slanted. Like it's leaning. The tower one.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one gate. Largest structure. This is the other gate. Down there, I think the arch.
Where's the arch on the other end?
It's behind these three columns. You can kind of see an opening of it behind these three columns.
Okay. Up on the hill more?
Yeah, where those people are coming through and funneling in and out.
Yeah.
And that goes from that arch right over to the Colosseum. Okay. Turn around and look at
Well, we're inside the museo, climbing to the top. It's a lot of war memorabilia in here. We just got outside of all the busts of ancient Rome.